So we're back at the old HQ. We're not on Atom stuff today because we're waiting for bits. So we're going to be doing some stuff on my beloved Punto GT. And if you know anything about Puntos, the GT is, you know, top dog. So she's been sitting here a while. It's a shame, it's very low mileage. I think it's 42,000 miles.
That's definitely been clocked.
Yeah, and it's legit, this is, mate. But yeah, we're going to give her a clean up. She's booked it for its MOT for Friday. Let's see how it gets on. We're going to give it a check over, get up and running.
You want to take it to a few shows, don't you?
Yeah, this year I want to get. If I get it MOT'd, it's ready to go in it. You know what I mean?
This and the Cozzy.
And yeah,
if it ever gets.
And the Cozzy if it ever gets done. But if I get it MOT'd, there's no excuses then, is there? I can get in it and go. So I've got to get it out of here now. Keys, that would help. First time of the key?
Probably. So we brought her in because it's windy outside and Jack says we ain't going to be able to hear much. I'm going to pass you over to Rich because obviously this is Rich's little gem and he's going to bore the life out of you now with some stories about what I don't know. So just brace yourself, get yourself a cup of tea, get yourself a cup of tea, a couple of biscuits, and I'll just follow him around making digs at him.
Well, for starters, it's not Fit Panda like Dave keeps calling it. It's a Punto GT, not Panda. Pandas are also alright. So yeah, like I said, this is my Punto GT.
How come you've got it, Rich?
This. Do you want me to explain why I've got this? So, like a lot of you all at one point in your life have had a first car, haven't you?
Now, why are you digging the people that might not have had a first car?
If you haven't had a first car, one day
they might like cars but haven't got the confidence to pass their test. No, so why are you leaving them out?
Okay.
Why have you been so rude
if people,
and done that? So everybody,
yeah,
at one time in your life, when you're definitely as big into cars as like a lot of people that will be watching this are, you pass your test and you cannot wait to get on the road. Yeah. But you don't always get your first car that you want because
it could be your mum's car, your dad's car.
Yeah, it's insurance and all that sort of stuff, money, insurance, and wow, highly likely you end up crashing.
This is what I was just about to say to him. And back when I passed, the thing was, and I think you guys can agree on this, you weren't on your own insurance, was you? And you used to have name drivers like your nan.
Yeah.
You never even had a licence, you'd have your nan as a name driver.
My nan lived in Lincoln.
But she'd bring your insurance down about 300 quid, so you'd have it. But you'd be on like your dad's or your mum's or your whatever relative. So, my first car was a Fiat Punto, not a GT. It had a 1.2.
Sporting one?
No, because I did have a 1.2 SX, but it was in this colour, and I think this is called.
I told you should get a cup of tea and biscuits. Listen, I don't care about the colour, they can see it's like a blue, right? You can see like it's a bit of a pearlescent, bluey, I don't know, whitey, you know, all that sort of stuff.
I know.
Stoke, come on.
Okay, we're back. So I had a 1.2 SX, alloy wheels, spoiler on, you imagine it. I even got it when I was 16, right? So I was just sitting on the driving it with the stereo on and stuff, revving it up, annoying the neighbours. Passed me test. Obviously, he ended up on its roof, didn't he?
Was that I thought you put the sport in?
No, that did get put on its roof, but after I sold it.
Oh, right.
So, Colin McRae rally, everyone loves Colin McRae, I thought it was Colin McRae. I ended up on its roof. So then, got written off, my dad got There's no claims bonus taken off him. So then I got a Sporting in this colour, and mate, I've gone from a 60.
So let me get this right. Your first car was in this colour?
Yeah, the second
Your
car.
Sporting was in this colour?
Right.
No, you've got this.
Oh, it's the Holy Grail, mate.
Tell you what, yeah, you must be made up in life.
I've completed it. I've completed it now. So then I got a Sporting, which went from 60 brake horsepower to 85. So that was basically a Ferrari. It was a Ferrari in its day. Had that, and I always wanted a GT, but I could never insure it on my dad's insurance as me as a named driver with a turbo. And if back in the day, you know this, 1718 turbo.
Yeah.
You was a don, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I went on to 106 GTIs, which we've had a few of them, haven't we? So, what was your first car, Dave?
I had a Fiat Brava.
But technically, that didn't last long because Dave lost his licence.
No. My licence lasted longer than the car. So I didn't understand about cam belts at that time.
Oh, was that
and the
right?
cam belt went.
I thought you lost it because you had bull tyres or something.
No, I got my first 3 points for a bull tyre on the Brava.
Yeah.
Then the cam belt went, and then got parked up. Then I used to use my stepdad's cars, and
then you got points.
Oh,
okay, because you only had 6 points.
Yeah, I got points for summing. Can't remember what it was, but I got points for something else then. And they revoke your license, and then you have to go and take it again. But then when I come back, when I took my test again for the first time, second time, I got 106 GTI.
Well, and then Jack, your first car was what?
106 GTI.
Yeah, and then my third car after technically Sporting was a 106 GTI, and this is how we kind of all met, weren't it? We kind of knew it, but when you get all the same car,
no, I met you because your missus was my mate's missus at the time.
Oh,
but I knew who you was.
106 GTI. Yeah. Bought us closer, didn't it?
No, you had your 106 one. I'm sure by the time I got my 106, you moved on to your Civic.
No, I had an RS Turbo then.
What happened to that Civic? Put it into a lamppost.
That went into a lamppost.
Basically, everything he owns goes into something.
Well, it blows up. RS Turbo lasted 3 days, engine blew up. 106 lasted 3 days, snapped the flywheel off.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we were all like, then after that, we had Saxo VTSs, you had a few 106s, we used to break 106s. But you imagine about 10 of our, well, not 10, about 5
Everyone
had 106. And the 106, the modifications were air filter,
321 manifold.
And a Pug Sport.
No, 421 manifold, Pug Sport or a Super Sprint, and a BCM or BCM or the funny triangle, the Samoty one. Bill Stein suspension.
15-inch alloy.
And a strut brace.
Yeah, strut brace. And mate, I'm telling you now, they did 140 mile an hour anywhere.
Yeah.
And round Ireland.
To be honest, I do remember a couple of times, like a few lads. Well, we used to go to like cruises and that back in that because it was mint back then, and all the geezers and that had like Type R's and that, and I was really jealous because I really wanted a Type R. Never ever have come across a Type R that could ever beat my 106. I even met my mate once, and he had a Focus RS, and I got the drop on him and I hung it off his bumper.
Right. I had a 106 GTR, swapped it with my mate for his RS Turbo. I sold the RS Turbo, bought a Type R, raced my mate who I sold my car to, he beat me. I'm going to have me there. No.
Mate, but anyway, back to the Punto.
Yeah. Back to the Punto.
He drew me in. So
what was your first car? Tell us in the comments.
Yes, comment, man.
behind the scenes, right, I told him not to talk about this story, and he's roped me in somehow. We're back.
So enough for that first car. Back to your Punto. So I said to my mate who's into Puntos as well, I said, look, if another Punto comes up in whatever this blue colour is, what I forgot because my memory's gone blank, Jack had posted up a little thing.
There'll be a paint come off.
I said, I'll buy it. So I said, if one comes up, he said, look, one's come up, it's the right sort of money. I bought it probably 2015.
What did you pay for it?
1,100 quid.
And you haven't had this since 2015?
I think I have, mate. When I broke just before I broke my shoulder. Anyway, got it off this older fella. He was into his Puntos. He had this from, apparently, it's, you know when you have a car, there's like a dealership has a car and it takes pictures for the promotion of, apparently this was one of
the promotion car?
Yeah, like a promo car,
motion.
Yeah. So this.
Is that was that this?
Yeah. So this was registered by Fiat.
Fiat
First
nostalgia here,
I have, mate. I've got some stuff to show you now. And then he bought it, so it was more or less brand new when he bought it from Fiat. But this car has done 42,000 miles.
His first car was?
I don't know, mate. Probably a Fiat. And look, come in here. It was standard, but then I got my little hands on it. I need to put it back to standard. But got an adjustable boost gauge, which I need to take off because. Yeah, I don't want it. I'm going to put it. It's got Seb 2 chip on, so if you know the Seb 2 chip, that takes up to about, I think, about 160, 170 horsepower. That's
all right, mate.
Yeah, because the 130 standard. That just dropped back off again. But adjustable boost gauge and me, I just keep winding it up until everything goes bang.
And that happened, didn't it? You and Jack.
Yeah, it might have gone bang
at
one point, but it's all sorted now.
Why don't you tell them the good stories?
I'm telling them stories. So it's inside. It's standard. It's got outside. It's got coilovers. It's got standard wheels on. I've got standard airbox. Got a brand new standard airbox. But look at this up here. See that sticker there? From factory, mate. Ain't even been peeled. I know I've said this. Dave's gonna fucking peel. I mean, Dave's gonna peel that off.
So on YouTube.
And then on the outside, it's got. I think it's Spax adjustable coilovers on the front, and then Spax shocks and spring on the back. And I have got a standard set of shocks, and it's got a stainless exhaust cap back. But I have got a complete standard exhaust system because I kind of want to put this car back to standard now. Do you know what I mean? It's getting to that age.
It's going to be worth good money. You're better off doing it now before it's hard.
The only other little mods I'm going to do, because my first car had the spoiler on, which is like the Abarth style one. So I'm going to get Jonesy to sort it all out, and I think it'll just finish the boot off.
Just so they know who Jonesy is.
He's the one who's painting the Sierra.
He's the one who's painting the Sierra.
Yeah. So, and then the other thing is, the guy had an exhaust on it and he drilled the bumper. I've got a standard bumper at the other unit, and I'm going to get Jonesy to paint that bumper. And then all it needs, it's got a few little car part dinks in it. I'm just going to get them sorted. And that's about it. And I've got a brand, like I said, it's got a standard airbox on, but I managed to find for 25 quid a complete standard airbox, which, like, you know what happens with these. I mean, I've got it all in here. They're the original plates. I'm going to get the correct font made up because there's a number plate place online which I'm going to get them from. All the correct font. But head gasket, you always need one of them spare with one of these. And it had the Podcross air filter on. So that's what gets put on. All the original brackets for the airbox which I'm going to whack on. So yeah, I think we're cleaned up now. We're not going to really. We'll probably check a few bulbs on it, but that's about it. Let the MOT tester see what it's going to fail on, because we could check everything, and you know what I mean, he's got to pick the stuff up. I think she's ready to go, and then I just need to use it. But, so cover any more on the GT model? GT model, because it's GT3, so you had GT1, GT2, GT3. So the early ones were GT1 and obviously GT2, GT3. So GT3 spec.
Good job.
Come with the anthracite wheels, colour-coded side skirts. A GT model comes with rear headrests, and on the interior, on the GT3s, early GTs come with like a checkered pattern interior, but all the door cars say GT on GT3s, and my Sporting used to say Sporting, because the Sporting was very similar to a GT, but didn't have obviously turbo engine, and it's got rear disc as well because it's GT. We're quite, for the time, I thought these were quite modern looking. If you think back in the day, these come out on I think an N-Reg. You think of the cars that were around then.
Pretty round, isn't it?
But mate, I'm telling you now, 106 GTIs run rings round these. They don't handle. They go well, but they don't handle at all.
Mate, I'll tell you now, there's not a little hot hatch that's better.
Well, our mate Tom Clark, you've seen some videos, he had a brand new Corsa VXR from new, and I had that VTS tonight.
Yeah, stripped out.
And he could touch
No, you get your pumped on him. Yeah. No, only slightly, but mate, brand new Corsa it was.
200 brake horsepower.
200 brake.
Yeah, and there's me and my little VTS smoking it.
You did almost kill yourself.
Yeah, I did spin it out backwards up an island. Only a little pain.
And then
Dave jumped in.
Then goes, do you want to jump in with me, Dave?
No, you offered. Can I get in with that?
No, I didn't. Me and Jack were in with Tom, and Tom goes, why don't you jump in with Stokes?
Several days later.
As you can see, we're at our local motor factors, so sadly she's failed. But good news, side light bulbs, nothing major. Rear compensator valve to do with the brake system, obviously it's seized up a bit, so I've got some lube and some spray grease and wiper blades, so all good. So get these on now and she should have a clean bill of life for another year. Hopefully, and then we'll take it out for a little run, you know, get to see how she's going. She'll probably blow up, but fingers crossed she don't.
Tell me how you feeling, Jack?
Not good.
Where are we?
At the garage trying to get.
We had a plan, didn't we? And you know, again, Stokes's just wrecked the plan, hasn't he?
Run out of time.
Yeah, hasn't he? So basically, Richard is here now trying to sort his side light out. All right, mate. Just letting the viewers know what's going on. So, what's up, mate?
Well,
because you've ruined my mate's night. Because he's just tried to kick off on me, and Jack never tries to kick off.
Well, it's come to an end.
You want to stop laying blocks in the day, you do, and start putting a bit of what's the word?
Effort.
Bit of effort towards this channel, you do, yeah. Mate. Instead of your dad's house. This one's causing us issues. Just a little cheeky side light bulb. Apparently, he said he was going to take him ages to take him out, and it takes him 2 seconds. Good idea, mate. It's a good job one of us was awake this morning. Jack's got the old Haynes manual out to have a little butchers. Hey Haynesy, shouldn't you know what this is? But considering you've writ them. Was it your dad or granddad that did it?
And then when you're done with that, you can get the 6.
Oh!
Those are the pages of yellow.
Yeah, go on then. Yeah!
Huh? Yeah.
So they run diagonally, don't they?
Yeah.
Mark, we'll teach you a lesson today, mate. On these Fiats, they run diagonally, mate.
Dave, if you drop that, I just found the floor. It must belong to you, Dave. It's yours, Dave. Dave, you drop Dave. You want it back, Dave.
Mark, do you own an Atom? Because you look like an anorak.
Look at that.
Clean bill of health.
No, is it no advisory?
Mate, look out the mileage difference between last year, like.
There's no advisories. How much have you given?
You've clocked this.
You clocked this, you have.
So, unfortunately, we didn't get kind of the ending of the video what we wanted to. We kind of wanted to go somewhere nice, show it off in the sun, but yeah, there's a few little teething problems when we had the re-MOT for what it failed on. Side light bulbs were playing up, we had to change fuses and that. Anyway, we got it sorted in the end, but it obviously went a bit dark. So, yeah, at Jake's garage, Nath got his Evo out and thought we'd have a little kind of play. Just on the industrial estate there, private land, so we thought we'd give it a bit of a blast. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it.
We'll try and get it back out.
Yeah, we'll try and get it back out.
And maybe some of the other cars that we've
Yeah, we've got other stuff. So
together.
But I kind of just wanted to get it MOT'd so it's ready to go for like when the shows season all starts back up, so I can literally jump in it and go wherever we want to kind of go in it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, follow, like, share and subscribe if you want to see some more videos on my Punto or the Panda, what Dave calls it. Just give us a comment, and like we said, we talked a bit about our first cars. Let us know what your first cars was. They might have been cars what we've had in the past, because we've had a fair few, haven't we, Jack? So yeah, and we're into everything, so we ain't bothered if it was a bloody Reliant Robin or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a car at the end of the day, have a laugh in it.
Right, we'll be back next week. Hopefully the Atom will be finishing on the road.
Yeah, just waiting for a few more bits, so they should be back in. So yeah,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.